This is our last Form 1 topic, and that is mining. And so our previous topic was minerals, and you can notice that the topics are quite related. So we are going to look at the objectives for this topic, and that is 1, define the term mining. 2, explain the factors that influence the occurrence of minerals and mining activities. Describe the methods of mining, state the location of the major minerals of East Africa and show them on a map, and explain the significance of locally available minerals in Kenya. State the account for the problems facing the mining industry in Kenya. Explain the effects of mining on the environment. Describe the occurrence of specific minerals and the exploitation in selected countries. That will be in Kenya, South Africa, and the Middle East. So you can notice this topic is quite lengthy. So you can take time to look at the chapters YouTube has provided, and you can skip to a topic that interests you. So let's get started. First, you're going to define mining. And mining is the process of extracting valuable minerals from the earth's surface. Formation in which minerals occur. They occur in veins and lodes, which occurs of minerals in crevasses, cracks, faults in igneous rocks. This occurs in seams, which is the occurrence of minerals as sedimentary or as a result of compression of accumulated organic or inorganic materials. Alluvial deposits, occurrence of minerals while mixed with materials such as sand, gravel, silt, etc. Weathering products, minerals formed by deep weathering of rocks, then leaching, carried minerals from the top to the lower layers where they accumulated. And finally, oil pools or wells, occurrence of minerals in pools or wells in sedimentary rocks. For example, petroleum and natural gas. Factors influencing the occurrence of minerals and the exploitation. We have value of mineral. So minerals of high value will be mined even if they occur in small quantities, because once they're sold, it will be possible to offset mining costs and make a profit. Well, and vice versa. So quality of an ore, mining can be done if the mineral deposits have high mineral content because they are economical to work on, but deposits with low mineral content are rarely worked on, except if the mineral is in them is rare. So size of deposits, minerals which aren't of high value have to occur in large quantities for them to be mined, so that it will be possible to recover mining costs and make a profit. Capital. So lack of capital causes developing countries not to exploit minerals and leave it to international companies because they have a lot of money which is needed in exploitation, infrastructure, salaries, energy, etc. A reason why Kenya, there is titanium in Kwale. However, it's a foreign country that mines that titanium. So we also have methods of mining. For example, a mineral requiring open cast mining will be mined even if the mineral deposit is large, but one requiring underground mining will be extracted if it's in large deposits or if it's of high value or rare. So we also have transport costs. Minerals occurring in remote areas far from the markets are not likely to be exploited if the transport system is poorly developed. Well, since mineral ore is heavy and bulky and transporting it by road and railway is expensive. Let's look at the market for the mineral. Mining can be done if the mineral is in demand and if the prices are reasonable, so that the mining costs are offset and the profit is realized. We also have political influence. Mineral deposits at the borders of two countries may not be exploited, since a dispute may arise concerning whose mine it is. Yeah, and probably labor. Exploitation of some minerals requires skilled workers, and if they like it, may not be done, and the lack of that skilled labor may lead to the mining or the exploitation not being done. So, or they can outsource, they can get skilled expertise from other countries. So, we look at the methods of mining. We have open cast, method of extracting minerals which are near the earth's surface, and we have types of them. There is stripping, there is hill slope boring, there is so I have underground mining, which is the method employed when the mineral lies very deep below the surface and the overburden is too thick to be removed by mechanical means. And we have types: a shaft method. We also have the drift or adit method. We also have the solution method. That is, it's used when in mining soluble minerals such as sulfur, salts, potash, etc. We also have drilling, which is a method used to exploit petroleum. We also have another type of mining, another method of mining, which is alluvial or placer mining, and it involves digging a mixture of sand, gravel, and mineral from the river bend, putting it in a pan and rotating the pan while tilted. The lighter sand or gravel is washed on the side, leaving the heavier minerals at the bottom of the pan. This is how they mine gold in Migori. Yeah, so we also have dredging, and we also have hydraulic mining and submarine mining. You can look at them in details from your geography app, which when you get to your Play Store, it will look like this, the brown icon. So lastly, we look at the distribution, no, probably not lastly, we look at the distribution of major minerals in East Africa. We won't dwell much time here. I'll just highlight a few, probably those in Kenya. So we have limestone, which is used in cement manufacturing, and these we have a plant at Bamburi. We also have fluorspar, a source of fluorine used in chemical industries, which is mined in Kerio Valley. We have common salt, which is mined in Kilifi and Magadi in Kenya. So we also have stones, which are mined, I think, almost everywhere. We have diatomite, which is mined in Kariandusi near Gilgil. And I think that's all from Kenya. Yeah, oh, carbon dioxide is also mined. That's interesting. So we also have copper. This is key in Kilembe in Uganda. We also have gold in some parts of Kenya. We look at the significance of mining in Kenya. So Kenya earns foreign exchange from exportation of minerals, which is used to import goods and services and fund other development projects. So mining is a source of employment to people such as those who work in mines, cement factories, in the transport sector. So mining has led to development of industries by providing raw materials used in those industries. For example, limestone used in cement factories, coal which is used in iron and steel industries, soda ash used in glass industry. So mining has led to development of transport systems to make mining areas accessible. Mining has led to development of settlements. Mining is a source of market for goods and services. Finally, mining has led to development of social amenities by providing social facilities such as housing, health, electricity, water, and education alongside infrastructure. We have problems facing the mining industry in Kenya. One could be inadequate capital, making Kenya not to benefit from mineral resources because mining is left to the multinational companies who pocket all the money to recover the mining costs. Areas where mineral deposits are inaccessible due to poor transport and infrastructure, which makes prospecting and mining difficult. We have insufficient skilled labor causing dependence on expatriates who are expensive to pay, which reduces the profits occurring from mining. So most of mining is controlled by foreign companies. So most of the mineral revenue ends up to them as salaries and dividends. Occurrence of minerals is in very small deposits which are not economically viable. So we also lack of power supply, especially in remote areas with minerals. And finally, we have land use conflicts which affect mining. So effects of mining to the environment. So it renders land useless for other economic activities such as agriculture. You can look at the open pits left after building stone is mined. So also pollutes the environment. It leads to loss of biodiversity due to destruction of vegetation, which also destroys habitats of various animals. And also causes soil degradation while loosening the soil, which makes it vulnerable to agents of erosion like wind, water, and so on. Causes mass wasting. Mass wasting is an interesting topic in should be Form 3. Causes mass wasting when explosives and heavy equipment used in mining shake the ground, making weathered materials to move faster downslope under the influence of gravity. I'll request you to pause the video for some break so that we look at the study of Trona on Lake Magadi. We look at the gold and diamonds in South Africa and also look at the petroleum in the East Africa. So, yeah, welcome back. So, we are going to study Trona. This is a reminder that you can actually skip. If you are conversant with the topic, feel free to skip to the next. You can focus on specific areas. You don't have to go through the whole lesson. Since it's revision, you need to look at areas of interest since the topic is quite lengthy. All right. Study of Trona on Lake Magadi in Kenya. We're also going to look at gold and diamonds in South Africa and petroleum in East Africa. In Middle East, sorry. So Trona is mined in Lake Magadi on the floor of the Great Rift Valley. So it deposits occurs a solution of sodium salts, the mine ores being and sodium chloride. We have the mode of formation which you can explore. Then we look at the extraction and processing. So a dredger scoops Trona out of the lake. It crushes it into smaller pieces and separates it from rock debris. The material is mixed with water to form slurry and transported to factory on the lake shore. So in the factory, the slurry is mixed with water to wash out impurities such as mud and salt and dried. It is sent to desiccators and heated to remove moisture and hydrogen to form soda ash. So soda ash is cooled and ground into powder and sieved. It is packed into paper bags, weighed and transported to the market. So what use is soda ash in the market? So it's used in the glass industry, in the manufacture of glasses and bottles. It is used in the manufacture of soaps and detergents, used in the softening water in paper making, It is used in textile industry and in oil refining. We look at the gold in South Africa. So gold occurs as small grains in the hard rock. It is mined by shaft mining since its bearing rocks are deep below the surface. The mining area, the main mining area is the Witwatersrand, and others are, you can look at them. So we'll not look at the processing, we just look at the significance of the gold to the economy of South Africa. So gold earns the country, that is South Africa, foreign exchange used for paying foreign debts. It offers employment to many people, raising their living standards, has led to widespread urbanization, contributing to formation of Witwatersrand conurbation, has formed a broad market for other industries, the engineering, footwear, construction, all that, has led to improvement of infrastructure and social amenities, that is roads, schools, hospitals, has also led to the development of agriculture. Problems facing the gold mining. One, it's expensive to mine. Two, it requires large capital. Complication of mining by faults and faults in the cracks. Low gold content in the ore. Problem of removal of underground water. Lack of adequate supply of fresh water on the surface in mining areas. We also have, unfortunately, accidents resulting from collapsing of mine roofs. And finally, diamond. This is mined by underground or alluvial mining. You will take time and look at the processing, and probably can look a little bit on, let's see what you can look at on the problems facing. You can also look at the contribution to the economy. So diamond mining provides employment to thousands of people, earns the country substantial foreign exchange, has led to growth of urban centers such as Pretoria, has contributed to development of infrastructure. Problems facing diamond mining. We have fluctuation in the market prices, high cost of mining and processing, depletion of mines, low mineral in the ore making mining expensive, labor competition with other sectors. So finally, we can look at the petroleum in the Middle East. So oil is a thick black sticky liquid called crude oil. You can see how it's formed. And so major oil producers in the Middle East are Saudi Arabia, which has the largest reserve. We have Iraq, Kuwait, United Arab Emirates. And so Middle East accounts for 64% of the world oil reserves. Yeah, so you can look at the processing and maybe the contribution to the economy. So Arabs' investments overseas have increased due to oil reserves. High income per capita due to oil profits has led to the development of cities such as Tripoli in Libya. Investment of oil money in other sectors and earns the country substantial foreign exchange, increased political and military power. Artesian wells is made available for domestic and irrigation purposes. Oil companies help in fixing down the sand dunes and planting trees in the desert. So that's the end of our topic and the end of our Form 1 discussion, Form 1 classes. So you can read more on your own from the Geography app available on your Google Play Store.